Hey, good morning from the office. I'm your host, BKP. We are North Georgia's only live online morning show. It is Wednesday, September 9th. Now we're just 2 days away from September 11th. Here we go. You can email me always. Send me a text message. Somebody sent me a text message that said, did I want them to send some stuff when they get it? Send me things. Email, send it to me. You're not bothering me. Now, I got to admit, I can't get to everything, but trust me, if you send it, I read it, okay? May not come on the show immediately with it, but send me. You are, I want to start out just because of that text message I received. You are the research department out there. You're not tuning in to some big network monstrosity. I need my research team. So where do we start? So the president of the United States last night, and I'm going to ask you a question in a minute because I have caused some controversy. Oh, by the way, howdy. I've been working on this just to say hello or greetings or just let's go with howdy. Howdy to my friends down at Pickens County. I enjoyed the Pickens County Republican Party meeting last night. Enjoyed that. Secretary of State Brad Raffensperger attended through a Zoom meeting. Gave some great Georgia Secretary of State great information on the election, and we'll get into that in a minute. So howdy to my friends down there. Last night, the president held, let me see which one I want to use here. It's driving them crazy, okay? They're going nuts. Number 38, the president held a peaceful protest. Now, in the state of North Carolina, you have to have a mask. He's breaking all kinds of rules there. But if you say we're holding a peaceful protest, there you go. The media, they don't know what to do with the guy. He's holding a peaceful protest, thumbing his, just like this. He's going to the governor. Is that Roy Cooper of North Carolina? So the president is holding a peaceful protest. Now, I caused some controversy. And if you're out there nationally, you want to hang on to this because you should look at this. This may have national implications. Now, why is this guy smiling? And I'm going to get into this, okay? We're going to do a full segment on this. Give me number 57. Why is this guy cheesing? Huh? Why is he cheesing? Number 57. That's Warnock. He's a Democrat running for Senate in Georgia. Yes. What if this guy becomes number 51? Okay. What if he becomes number 50 and Joe Biden gets elected president of the United States? I know, easy there, okay? But what if? Let's roll some what ifs out there. What if Joe Biden gets elected and this guy rolls into town with his Georgia bags, just left Georgia, here I am to the Senate, and he's number 50. And anytime there's a 50-50 tie, Kamala Harris is the tiebreaker in the Senate, the tiebreaker vote. Did I just blow your mind? What if this guy is Senate number 51 and Chuck U. Schumer is presiding over the Senate? He's in charge. Oh, Chucky and Nancy and Joe Biden. And this guy right here is number 51. He rolls right into town cheesing, right? From Georgia. What if Georgia provides the Democrats with that number 51 they're so sought after? Now, I don't think it will happen, but what if? How will this guy feel? You know, the guy at the podium here, number 56. Okay. Number 56. Okay. That's the governor of Georgia, Brian Kemp. How will he feel if that happens? Huh? Now you have over to one side the Lieutenant Governor, Jeffrey Duncan of Georgia. Jeffrey Duncan. He's just looking up and said, I can't believe I'm here. I made it. Wow, this is neat. Oh, I'm in deep. And then you get the other guy. That would be Georgia House Speaker David Ralston. He's like, could this be over any sooner? I mean, Ralston, when I say credit, I got to say, at least House Speaker David Ralston gives you those pictures that you can write the caption on. What's he thinking? So there he is. He's Governor Brian Kemp. And how will he feel if what he did here in what I call Kelly Girl, in the Kelly Girl, number 52. Oh, look at him smiling. Number 52 there. Look at Ralston. This is not going to work out. Ralston I'm going to go through my Ralston pictures in a minute. But there he is, the governor. He's so happy because he has Kelly, and Kelly is our new senator from Georgia, and she's 100% conservative, and I support the president. And two people yelled at me at a rally in Forsyth, and they yelled, Black Lives Matter, and we shut everything down, and we showed them we don't tolerate rioting protesters. We just don't. So I'm co-sponsoring a bill with my new best friend, Tom Cotton, that we're going to hold these rioters responsible. They tried to shut me down. I'm conservative. Pull the string, right? She's got 9 lines, not lives, lines. I'm the one that hopefully has 9 lives. I'm on a roll. She's like the pull the string doll. I'm conservative. I'm 100% conservative. I pull what string? All right, pull again. You know, she wants you to forget it. Pull the string. I grew up on a farm. I waited tables. I waited tables through high school because I wanted air conditioning because it was hot and we didn't have air conditioning. I supported Donald Trump through the impeachment. I am 100% rated. I am a conservative. I am conservative. Anyhow, so let me just say this. Let me get past that. That was pretty good. I enjoyed it myself. Some days I come in here to make sure that you enjoy the show in any way you possibly can. I try, folks. But then there's days if I enjoy it, that's good for me. I'll take it. All right. So now I'm going to lay this out, and we're going to get out of this because we're going to do a full segment. Let's say 9 o'clock. We will do Kelly Girl at 9. You want to tune in. I'm going to say some things. I mean, this may be my last day. My career could be over. In fact, I even got a text message insinuating my career is over yesterday from a Kelly Loeffler supporter, and not just a supporter, a donor, someone that set up a campaign event for her. I was told my career was over. You know, the biggest thing is when people tell me my career is over, I didn't know I had a career. I just thought I'd come in and do this. All right. So, boom. Let's get serious. Let's take a serious tone here. You see the guy on the screen? Brian Kemp. So, you got to ask yourself, there's 2 questions. He's the governor of the state of Georgia. Okay? Did he spit in the face of the Georgia 9th District? Is he so presumptuous that he just thinks that the Georgia 9th will run to the polls and vote for him in 2022? Does he think that all will be forgiven because he's a Republican? What was he thinking? Now, let me ask you a question. So you're the governor, right? Let me be clear. I'm not endorsing, okay? I can't change the facts. Now, Kelly Loeffler and her team can change the facts by creating her a non-factual candidate, okay? But I can't change the facts. The facts are the President of the United States spoke with Governor Kemp and said, I would like for you to appoint Congressman Doug Collins. Fact, not me, not my endorsement. Fact. Governor Brian Kemp told every Georgian, if you would like to apply for the job as senator, you could be the next senator. And we're going to open a portal on our state website where you can send your resume, upload your resume, and tell us why you would like to be the next senator. Like a damn game show. 500 people in the state of Georgia did. They submitted a resume. Fact, not me. Why am I the bad guy, right? I didn't do this. So let me be clear. For those out there watching nationally, the 9th District of Georgia is the most Republican district in the entire state. So Republican governor, right? Republican governor, most Republican district in his state. Third most Republican district in the United States. And this did not go over well in the 9th district. The Republican Party in Georgia is split down the middle. The grand old party is getting ready. It's a battle royale. Number one, you know what they call a Big Mac with cheese over in France? Right? A royale with cheese, a quarter pounder, a royale with cheese, right? Doug Collins announces endorsements from 45 members of the Georgia legislature. It's on. Can we still say it's on like Donkey Kong? Just saying. All right, so get that off the screen. We're going to do that at 9 o'clock. I'm going to paint the whole picture at 9 o'clock. We're going to talk about it because we have to. I'm in trouble. My career is over. Yeah, today's probably my last day, folks. You just tune in tomorrow morning at 8. See if I still exist, because my God, if they can run me down, they will. All right, so I told you this. I said they're going to run interference, okay? Big Pharma, okay? Here's number 35, okay? Number 35. Pharmaceutical companies pledge not to rush vaccine to approval stage, okay? They pledge. We won't rush this, okay? Now, let me say this. When you look at, and this is done intentionally, okay? When you look at, and I will show you how this adds up in a minute, the flu shot, okay? So when they statistically look at 18 to 28, how many in the 18 to 28, how many children up to 18 take the flu shot? How many are recommended between 18 and 28 to take a flu vaccine every year? 28 to 38. How many? 38 to 40. Point is, what is the number one demographic? What is the number one, probably 50 on out, right? 60 on out, 60 to 80, whatever. If you're living past 80, good for you. But what is the number one age group? Our seniors. If you look at it, the flu vaccine, number one in seniors, right? So I say this in all due respect to my seniors, and I really do respect them, okay? Who do you think's waiting on this vaccine? Now, they will tell you schools and teachers, because until they can inoculate all these little kiddies, until the teachers, that's what they'll tell you. Who's waiting on it? Who needs to get it first? Who's waiting? You waiting on it? 20, 30, 40, 50, Senior citizens are waiting on this vaccine. Because what do we know factually? Senior citizens are the most vulnerable in this battle against the pandemic, right? We know that. Seniors are waiting on this vaccine. Seniors overwhelmingly voted for Trump last time. The pharmaceutical, I told you they would run interference, right? Remember? I said Trump is running down the sideline. He's got the football and he is wide open, okay? And there is some things that have to cut the field, totally cut the field to catch this guy. The economy was rip-roaring. Everybody's doing well. When I say everybody, the Latino community, the black community, the black women, black men, white women, white men, you know, Asian community, you name it. Asian unemployment was like 2% because they get 9 jobs, those people do. They don't mess around with having a job. Just saying, you can attack me if you want. That was very racist, stereotypical, whatever the hell you want to call it. Man, Asians, they're not happy with each other if they don't have 3 jobs. What do you mean you're not at work? Get your ass back to work. That was not me doing any kind of accent. But I told you, pharmaceutical, they will run interference on a daily basis. Every day, something will come out to try to push down Trump. It's just you and I. You better wake up. It is just the 2 of us. I wrote a song. Just the 2 of us. Just the 3 of us. That's it. Well, it's not me because I read Breitbart and I read Glenn Beck and I keep up with Mark Levin. I get it. I get it. I get it. Outside of our bubble, and let's be clear, our bubble, okay, outside of that is a disaster in this world that's taking place with these globalist, Marxist, Black Lives Matter, domestic terrorists in a city near you and coming to a suburb near you if Biden gets elected. We have to realize outside of that, everything they do to manipulate this election, forget the damn Russians. They yell Russians, so it's like, we're going to throw a head fake over here. Okay, we're going to stiff arm you over here. But while we're yelling Russia, they love to yell Russia, Facebook, and Twitter. Russia, Facebook, and Twitter, right? And bots. Over here, we're going to do what we have to stop Trump. And this right here on the screen is the pharmaceuticals, the seniors. Okay, I'm getting stuck on that. But seniors are waiting for the vaccine. Okay, and I'm going to tie that together. Number 37. Last night, Trump has about 15,000, 15K. He lands, hey, land right there. Put it down right there. Winston-Salem. Did you realize there is a Winston in a city of Salem? It's Winston-Salem. Okay. Winston-Salem. I did not know that. No, I did not. I used to live, okay, just south of a town called Tobaccoville. Now you understand what's wrong with me, right? 3.5 years, okay? I live just north of Winston, okay? Just north of Winston, about 9 or 10 miles, okay? Just right outside the city, 9 or 10 miles. I lived outside of Winston. And I did not realize till I moved there that Winston-Salem is not just a city. Anyhow, now that you know that and I've wasted good time in your life, let me tell you what happened last night. So the president flies into Winston-Salem, North Carolina. All right. And he holds a rally. 15,000 show up. There are very few masks. Very few masks for you, Joe Biden. It's a super spreader event. The media's head is spinning off because they're saying the motorcycle rally in Sturgis, they now, how the hell can they figure out that this motorcycle rally is associated with 250 cases of COVID, 250,000 cases of COVID? How do they do that, right? Bull, SH, asterisk, asterisk. So last night, the president said, hey, we're breaking the mask rule. All right, they got a mask rule here in North Carolina. You want your state. These people want their state open. All right. Let me say something here, and I'm going to take a break. 15,000 show up. Trump said, I think these are bigger than our in 2016. I think these rallies when we stop are bigger than 2016. Let me show you the difference. In 2016, a guy with virtually no chance to win, no chance. Hillary is leading everywhere. This is Hillary's to lose. She's up 10 points going into election day. These damn polls, I call it daily poll deranged. Daily poll derangement. What do I call it? I don't know. Anyhow, so Hillary goes in election day up 10 points. Everybody's happy. Okay. They got the fireworks show ready in New York. The balloon drop. Everything's ready, man. And this reminded me, remember, I'm going to bring you back just a little bit. Election day. Now, the day before the election day, 2016, November, Trump held like 5 rallies, okay? And I'm watching TV. It's amazing because this guy is in a hangar here. Boom, gets out, 35 minutes, right? Gets in. And I mean, thousands of people are showing up all over the country. So he says he's going to Michigan. He says he's going to Michigan. Trump, you can look it up and see where I'm wrong, because you'll fact check me. Trump shows up in Michigan outside of Detroit in an airplane hangar to what? 15,000 people at like what? 1:30 in the morning, election day. Or he doesn't get there till like 12:30 in the morning. I mean, he flies in. These people waited. He's running behind. He is running behind. He was supposed to be there at 10 o'clock at night. These people, by about 15,000 strong in Michigan, look it up, is at 12:30 in the morning, election day. His last stop was 15,000 in Michigan on election day. So let me bring this home for you, and we'll take our first break. In 2016, the president, no chances whatsoever, but he did not have the attacks. Don't argue with me. He did not have the attacks. The media, for the most part, treated him well in 2016. Not that bad, because there was no chance he could beat Hillary. Okay. There was attacks, but let's say all in all, nowhere near the same. Nowhere near, because the media thought the next day all of this was just going to be a good season of The Apprentice. And Trump would use all these highlights on his next show, and Hillary would be president of the United States. Okay. This is a current unknown to us. We don't know anything about this evil current that's against us. We've never seen this before. This is the ultimate on every level, whether it's your religion, Christianity, your freedom. I don't have time for the list. The ultimate attack on us in this country by the left and what we believe in. This president endures 3 news stories dropped on him daily, regardless if they're true or false. The media runs with them. Okay. This guy's up against the pandemic where everybody's supposed to be scared to death to come outdoors. To come to something. You're supposed to be scared to death. Look at what he's up against. Okay. Then he's in a state that it's mandatory you have to wear a mask. Guy flies in, pulls off 15,000 people that know they want their state open back up. Okay. They're not afraid of this pandemic. It is real. Pandemic's real. COVID-19 is real, but they're not afraid of it. Okay. And they're not going to live in fear. They want their state open back up, and they're not going to walk around 24 hours a day wearing a muzzle like Joe Biden needs over his face. I love the new one. All right. I love the new one. Trump stands up there. We'll talk about it when we get back. He stands up there. Kamala, Kamala, Kamala. I love that. Okay. Kamala. Let's take a break.
Hello, my name is Chad Watkins. I'm the manager at Larry's Body Shop. We are a family-owned and operated business and have been serving the North Georgia area since 1978. We are located at 1216 Progress Road in Ellijay, Georgia. Our shop specializes in collision repair and we work with all major insurance companies. Larry's Body Shop is ICAR Gold, the highest role of training recognized by the collision repair industry. It is estimated that only 10% of collision shops meet these standards. Our shop consists of state-of-the-art equipment such as laser measurement system, down-drive spray booth, spot and MIG welding equipment. All of our paints are mixed on site so that we can guarantee your paint to match every time. I know that having an accident can be a stressful event. We take pride in making sure our customers are satisfied with the repair of their vehicles. Our waiting area is clean and comfortable with free Wi-Fi and refreshing beverages. So if you're in an accident, stop by and see us at Larry's Body Shop.
Circuit World has 9-piece living room packages at incredible prices. Get this stylish sofa and love seat, 3 tables, 2 lamps, 43-inch 4K TV, and stand, all for only $1699.99 or $129.99 a month. Or get this 9-piece living room and reclining sofa and reclining love seat, now only $1999.99 or $149.99 a month. These packages are amazing. Stop in today at one of our 5 locations and get the furniture you've always wanted at Circuit World.
North Georgia Diamond is your source for diamonds in North Georgia.
At Ingalls, we know that school is a little different this year, with virtual learning and working from home. But we have continued to donate to our Tools for Schools program, just like always. And all our participating schools will have those funds waiting for them when the bell rings this fall.
Okay, who can tell me the difference between molarity and molality?
In the meantime, Ingalls has everything you need to make this school year a little easier. Ingalls, we're with you every step of the way.
Ace Hardware of Blue Ridge is more than just your average Ace. We have a huge selection of Amish furniture imported directly from Ohio. We have hunting rifles and accessories for your next trip. We have a huge selection of lumber for your next building project. And we have Ace Custom Woodworks for all your custom wood project needs. Plus, we have everything you'd expect like paint, tools, and equipment.
Ace Hardware of Blue Ridge. We have your new house in stock.
Hey, good morning from the office. I'm your host, BKP. We are North Georgia's only live online morning show. There are all the ways in the social media world to follow us, find out about us, get in touch with me. No excuse not to send me messages or get in touch with me. Lucy in the football. Now I'm going to roll this by you real quick, and I'm just going to call this the deep state pharmaceutical, and they're all in on it. I told you they're all complicit in the great heist of 2020, which is our election. Now, young lady last night that stood up at the Pickens County, and that's why I love to go to these county GOP meetings, because that's where the people that get involved, the people that are the workers that really make things happen, get up and say things with passion. And last night she said, if we don't watch the polls, they're watching the polls. We better, we can't just give that away. We have to have poll workers, and we have to watch the polls. It's true. But it's the Lucy with the football. And I'll tell you what that is. Hashtag deep state big pharma. Okay. So Trump gets out there, and this will be on a daily basis. We have to understand, on a daily basis, something like this will happen. Okay. So when we went to break, I told you, what is the demographic? Who is really waiting on the vaccine? Okay. I'm not. Okay. I'm not sitting here. I'm not all excited with any thought that there's a vaccine ready for November. Now, I want to be careful here, because everybody has their personal freedom of choice. Personal freedom of choice. So in no way what I'm about to say should influence you in any way on whether you take a vaccine or not. Okay? I'm serious. If you do, I have never... I don't come on here and use this show to make fun or pick on or go after people that take a vaccine. I don't do it. I won't do it with the COVID-19 vaccine. But there are people out there that are wishing my death. I know what you're saying. No, you're not serious. They're not seriously wishing your death. Well, listen, I have been actually told that, hey, so run around with no mask, and when you get COVID and die, okay? Or you could be the next Herman Cain, whatever, okay? So we'll leave that alone, okay? I have never taken a flu vaccine, never have. I just don't. You ask why? I just don't. If you do, that's fine. We're not at odds. You and I are not at odds. If you take the flu vaccine, we're not against each other. That's up to you, okay? I do not. I have a doctor that gets very upset with me because I won't, but I do not. So I'm not sitting at home. Here's the point. Give me number 8, okay? I'm not sitting at home waiting for the COVID-19 vaccine to get on a shelf before Election Day. But seniors, okay, there's a reason why, commercials are tailored to put seniors in fear of losing their Social Security, losing their Medicare. They go after seniors, these con artists, flat out criminals go after our seniors every day, trying to manipulate a message, scare them, and trick them into buying something, selling something, giving their information over the phone. The list goes on. I'm sorry, folks, for that. List goes on. Seniors. So yes, I do believe seniors are waiting for a vaccine. And I do think Operation Warp Speed, or whatever President Trump's calling this, to try to get a vaccine on the market before Election Day. Now, I'm putting in before Election Day, okay? But he's trying to get it on the market before Election Day. Yes, I think that would affect and help the vote with the seniors in this country. So Lucy has the football. Lucy tells Trump, Charlie Brown, that there'll be a vaccine, and about the time Charlie Brown Trump goes to kick the football, they pull it out from under him. Okay? This is what's going on. Number 8, AstraZeneca COVID-19 vaccine study put on hold due to suspected adverse reaction in patient in UK. Suspected, all right? Number 9, they are loving this. They are doing their job, running interference. AstraZeneca suspends leading COVID-19 vaccine trials after participant falls ill. Now, if you need to put fear in the hearts of our seniors, you bring out none other than the Fauci, number 11. Fauci says coronavirus vaccine is unlikely by U.S. election. So with this coming out this morning, now you got to understand, mail-in ballots, they are hitting. Oh, the 1st of September, 1st of September, I don't know if it was yesterday or Monday or, well, as a holiday, they went out. Mail-in ballots went out. All over this country, multiple states have already sent their mail-in ballots out. And they want them out early for a reason. Every day that goes by, people tend to fall away from Joe Biden. Every day that goes by, the polls tighten. Every day that goes by is your chance to see this bumbling idiot lie. I didn't say defund the cops. What the hell? What do you mean? I didn't say Medicare for all. Has he got dementia? What do you mean? I didn't say I was against fracking and I would end all fossil fuel. What the hell's wrong with you, Joe? We got the video. I never said any of this. I'm a fresh new look. I'm 78. When did the last time? Now listen, don't yell at me because I love my senior viewers. Don't get mad at me, okay? Damn it, I'm coming close to that same damn boat. When's the last time you could call 78-year-old Joe Biden a fresh new view of something? Whoa, what the hell? But anyway, back to Fauci, okay? The reason the mail-in ballots are out is because every day that window narrows, and every day more and more people see what a bumbling idiot, and wait till that first debate when Joe can't get his thoughts together, okay? Do you remember it? And let me say this and move on. I don't want to get into the conspiracy theory. But you remember when everybody was taking pictures of Hillary's ear with something in it, right? And saying she was getting the answers in her ear. Remember that? Now, let's not go whether that's true or false. They're going to implant some, maybe Zuckerberg or what's his name? The Tesla man, somebody. Google might be working on a chip. They have it in Joe's brain by the debate where they can just program it from there. I know. You just left the stage. No, I don't think so. Joe's being handled being handled that way. So Fauci says coronavirus is unlikely by U.S. election. What does that mean? Go ahead and send your ballots in. Don't look for a virus. A vaccine for the virus, if you were looking for a vaccine to this virus, it's not going to happen. So go ahead and accept that Joe Biden will handle this better than anybody else. I'm telling you, it is a setup all the way through and through. I want to get how CNN got in on it. Here it is, number 25, CNN, vaccine trial on hold. Okay. What's his name? Zucker over at CNN said, look, you can't make this happen without CNN. I think CNN's the only one that didn't get a presidential debate. Vaccine trial on hold, CNN this morning. All right. Number 27, AstraZeneca pauses vaccine trial after unexplained illness in volunteer. Number 28, Dr. Fauci. CNN and MSNBC, they're running this interference. I guarantee it was on CBS, ABC, all the rest. Dr. Fauci vaccine probably won't be ready by election day. Number 28 there. And hang tight, I got another one here. Here we go. Number 35, I just showed you this. Pharmaceutical companies pledge not to rush vaccine to approval stage. And here is their statement, number 36. Okay, 36. Help ensure public confidence in rigorous scientific and regulatory process. Pharmaceutical companies pledge not to do this. They want to make sure that they help ensure public confidence in the rigorous scientific. They want to follow the science. Joe wants to follow the science and regulatory process. Huh. Well, Charlie Brown, they just pulled the rug right out from under you. Now, I wanted to play this clip, and this one, we're going to end it. I'm just saying, pharmaceuticals, the vaccine for COVID, I told you. Now, let's switch for a minute. Latinos. Now, I'm going to show you one poll. We'll talk about polling later. But let's switch the subjects. Excuse me. Sorry about that. I really am. I got to back off cheap cigars. That's why I need expensive ones. Go to email me. I'll give you my address. You can ship me a box of very expensive cigars. You see what the cheap ones are doing to me. Just a joke. Everybody relax. Okay, so let's go to this right here. Let's go to the tape. Let's roll the tape, Fred. I'll have it here in just a second. It's the, damn it, I know I have it. I better have it. It's the one where they break down the black people, the white people, the people with no teeth, the people that have an education, the people that are dumb as hell. I mean, this is one of those polls that breaks down everything. But there's one thing that's really alarming. Okay, it's really alarming. The Biden camp. So Latino voters, give me number 21. Now, this is in Florida, okay? So in Florida right now, Trump is up 50-46 with Latino voters. Interesting. Now, we'll go into some other polling data, but according to this Marist poll, Latinos are up, he's up 50-46. Now, Latinos, larger part, do not abort their children. They don't. Okay. Whether you get mad or not, Latinos are a nuclear family. That's a mom and their dad and their children, and for the most part, not all of them, but there's still a lot of Latino women that are staying home and taking care of the children, which is a hard job, okay? And the husband is going out to work or whatever, but it's a family unit. Actually, Latinos, you know, they're more of a family unit. They don't abort their children. They don't believe in abortion for the most part. They believe in working hard, paying their bills. All right, believe it or not, they're a little stronger at paying their taxes, the legal, if you're legal, paying their taxes. They also, Latinos in this country, they don't like illegal immigration. They don't, most part, they don't like it. Okay. Now, there's a lot living in the shadows, but legal, if you're in this country and you're legal, you're tired of people jumping the border and taking advantage of the system that you have to work for to become a citizen or a permanent resident or whatever card you carry. But the big takeaway here is 50-46 on Latinos. I have said this all along, okay? Yeah, I've said all along that there's two areas, okay? Do I feel that Trump is struggling a little bit in the seniors? Possibly, okay? But do I think that suburban white women, even suburban black women, that Trump is suffering is going to do I think he's going to do worse than last time? No, I do not. I think he's going to do better no matter what they try to sell you. This also Latino, all right? Let me show you this. And I'm going to show you another reason, another of the many reasons why Black Americans in the inner city are not buying what Biden's selling. Number 42. This is Biden's soft Hispanic support. All right. And let me go with that. I have it here somewhere. Biden's soft. There it is. Biden soft. This is from Axios.com. Biden soft Hispanic support. President Trump's standing with Hispanic voters is stronger now than 4 years ago, while Biden's support is softer than Hillary Clinton's. Polls show trends that worry some longtime Biden supporters in Hispanic communities. Why it matters. Hispanic voters make up more than 20% of the electorate in Florida and Arizona. More than 20% in Florida and Arizona. Two swing states that Trump won in 2016, but could deliver Biden the White House. Biden's challenge may be clearest in Florida, where exit polling gave Clinton 2/3 of the Hispanic vote in 2016, but where the three recent surveys show Trump holding a small lead over Biden, 50-46, and a Quinnipiac poll last week gave Trump a 45-43 edge. In a heavily Democratic Miami-Dade County, Trump leads Biden. You better get ready, folks. Miami-Dade County. Trump leads Biden 47-46 among Hispanics, per new survey, okay? Between the lines, all right? Let's look at this, and then we'll end it here with our Latino update of the morning. I'm not afraid of the polls. I'm in fear of stealing the election, yes. Between the lines, Biden focused his running mate search on convention programming far more around black voters. Oh, yeah, Latinos know that. Latinos know that they were not incorporated in that Democratic convention. They know that. They know everything circled around trying to bring home the black voters because Biden and the Democrats are in as much trouble with black voters in America, leaving what my good friend Vernon Jones calls the mental plantation. Black voters amid protest against systematic racism and police killing, but Hispanics are a bigger and faster growing voting group. They are the fastest growing. Now you got to pay attention to this on so many different levels. Republicans are bringing Latinos in, okay? And it's the fastest growing demographic. It's the fastest growing voter base in America, not the black vote. Absolutely not. Okay? That's why, Democrats feel they can just take for granted the Latino vote as they once did with the black vote. And now they have to focus on, we can't solve everything. Let's just get our black vote back. There are more than 3.1 million eligible Hispanic voters in Florida and 1.3 million in Arizona. Pennsylvania has 520,000 eligible Hispanic voters. North Carolina has 338,000. Michigan, 221,000, and Wisconsin, 183,000, according to the Pew Research Center. They're in deep. They're in trouble. They know it. The lies, the attacks, the unnamed sources on a daily basis. We're up against it, folks. I'm going to take a break, and we're going to come back. We're going to do one more reason why black Americans will not vote for Joe Biden, I believe, in big numbers. Take us a break.
Circuit World has complete queen bedroom packages at amazing prices. Get this queen bed, dresser and mirror, one nightstand, bedding set, and free 32-inch TV, all for only $1799.99 or $129.99 a month. Or get this complete queen bedroom set and sleep in style, also for only $1799.99 or $129.99 a month. What an incredible deal! Stop in today at one of our 5 locations and get the furniture you've always wanted at Circuit World.
North Georgia Diamond is your source for diamonds in North Georgia.
In 1981, Reed Nicholson began selling tires out of an old barn in Mineral Bluff. Little did he know that he had just laid the groundwork for the most trusted names in automotive services in the Blue Ridge area. In 1997, Nicholson Tire Center became what it is today, holding the same values of faith, family, and great customer service. 2 locations to serve you, and the Blue Ridge location is currently expanding to offer fast service and the largest U-Haul provider in Georgia. Nicholson Tire Center, Blue Ridge, and Mineral Bluff.
If you want big Chevy discounts, Days Chevrolet in Jasper gets it done with savings of $8,000 on new Chevy Equinox or up to $10,000 savings off new Silverado crew cabs. We're big on discounts and even bigger on customer service. See Days Chevrolet in Jasper, where new Chevys always cost less. Days Chevrolet, Days gets it done. Find new roads.
Sometimes it's the little victories that mean the most. Those everyday celebrations that bring a smile to our faces and joy to our hearts. At Ingalls, we know there's no one you'd rather share those miniature memorable moments with than family. Ingalls, all the ingredients for family.
Hello, my name is Chad Watkins. I'm the manager at Larry's Body Shop. We are a family owned and operated business and have been serving the North Georgia area since 1978. We are located at 1216 Progress Road in LOJ, Georgia. Our shop specializes in collision repair and we work with all major insurance companies. Larry's Body Shop is ICAR Gold, the highest role of training recognized by the collision repair industry. It is estimated that only 10% of collision shops meet these standards. Our shop consists of state-of-the-art equipment such as laser measurement system, down-drive spray booth, spot and MIG welding equipment. All of our paints are mixed on site so that we can guarantee your paint to match every time. I know that having an accident can be a stressful event. We take pride in making sure our customers are satisfied with the repair of their vehicles. Our waiting area is clean and comfortable with free Wi-Fi and refreshing beverages. So if you're in an accident, stop by and see us at Larry's Body Shop.
Circuit World has 9-piece living room packages at incredible prices. Get this stylish sofa and love seat, 3 tables, 2 lamps, 43-inch 4K TV, and stand, all for only $1699.99 or $129.99 a month. Or get this 9-piece living room and reclining sofa and reclining love seat, now only $1999.99 or $149.99 a month. These packages are amazing. Stop in today at one of our 5 locations and get the furniture you've always wanted at Circuit World.
North Georgia Diamond is your source for diamonds in North Georgia.
At Ingalls, we know that school is a little different this year, with virtual learning and working from home. But we have continued to donate to our Tools for Schools program, just like always. And all our participating schools will have those funds waiting for them when the bell rings this fall.
Okay, who can tell me the difference between molarity and molality?
In the meantime, Ingalls has everything you need to make this school year a little easier. Ingalls, we're with you every step of the way.
Ace Hardware of Blue Ridge is more than just your average Ace. We have a huge selection of Amish furniture imported directly from Ohio. We have hunting rifles and accessories for your next trip. We have a huge selection of lumber for your next building project. And we have Ace Custom Woodworks for all your custom wood project needs. Plus, we have everything you'd expect, like paint, tools, and equipment.
Ace Hardware of Blue Ridge. We have your new house in stock.
Hey, folks, we're back. I'm your host, BKP. We are North Georgia's only live online morning show, September 9th, 2020. You know how to get in touch with us, all the social media ways to follow the show. I'm your host, BKP. Did I tell you that? If I haven't, I'm telling you now. Black Lives Matter is a Marxist domestic terrorist group. They just are. They believe in all that has been created at this point. They want, is it the 1619 project that they want to institute in our school system? And they feel the Constitution, whether you believe it or not, the Constitution is not reflective of them and how they have been treated in this country, along with the world. Now, Barack Obama, okay, is responsible for Black Lives Matter. He's responsible for setting the fuse, lighting the fuse that ignited our cities throughout this country. Barack Obama had a chance. Okay, so every time you hear systemic racism, okay, let's not argue. Okay, they had a chance. Who is they? Kamala Harris. Joe Biden had a chance. Barack Obama had a chance. They all had a chance. Al Sharpton. You remember Al Sharpton and Jesse Jackson were shut out of Obama's White House. They didn't let Al Sharpton's kind in Obama's White House until needed. Until we have a riot we need. Al, I need you to go to Ferguson. Al, I need you to do this. Remember, he was very carefully handled, Al, and especially Jesse Jackson, but Al Sharpton during the Obama administration. And we know Obama's responsible. Obama hates the world. He hated colonialism. Let me just say this. The problem they have is the system the white man created. And if you're black and you're living in that system and you're accepting that system, you're not okay with them, period. They want to totally tear down our Constitution, burn everything to the ground, and rebuild it in the way they think it should have been done in the first place. Meaning, they firmly believe that white people, especially white men, ruin the world. Okay? Okay, that's their argument, ruin the world. Now, I want to show you a couple things here. If you think black Americans are in the inner city, this is Pittsburgh again. Now, Joe Biden's in Harrisburg. Okay? Let me show you this picture. So Joe is sitting here. First of all, give me number one. This is who they are, okay? Kamala Harris, Jacob Blake, alleged rape and abuse victim. Democrats have marginalized his alleged rape and abuse victim. This guy has been raping this girl. That's the understanding. You know, read for yourself, okay? And abusing this person. And Kamala referred to him what? Like a hero? You're a hero? Number 7, this is where they're at. This is what they want to happen. They want to burn down, tear down, defund the police. Another law enforcement agency in this country has bit the dust in Rochester, New York. Yeah, Mario Cuomo's place. Rochester, New York State. Did I put 7? Give me 7. Was that 7? There you go. New York State is a mess. Everyone is fleeing. Trump blasts Governor Cuomo and the Rochester mayor for having no idea what to do after the city's top cops quit amid the protest over Daniel Perdue's death. The chief and all the top administration in Rochester's law enforcement just quit, walked out. We quit. You can have it. Okay? Now get that video ready. I'm going to come to you with that in just a minute. Now, Joe Biden is, I had him out here just a minute ago. Where's he at here? Joe Biden, number 39. Give me 39. Joe Biden sitting in a chair, social distancing with a mask on. Okay? This is not playing. Trump's out there talking about what he wants to do for America. Joe Biden thinks if he talks, look here, Jack. Do I look like? Get real. Come on, get real. He thinks if he says that enough, it's going to be like, wow. Okay, so Joe's sitting in Harrisburg, Pennsylvania Monday, out in a chair, and he says, Joe, my dad always said, or my uncle always said, Joe, your union from your belt buckle to the soles of your shoes. What the hell? That's where you're going. They are going into the 1980 playbook against Ronald Reagan. Remember Reagan Democrats? They're going into the old playbook of trying to say, we're Democrats. We're the party of unions in this country. Don't think so, Joe. I think every law enforcement union across this country, overwhelmingly, and some for the first time historically, have endorsed the President of the United States. Biden to focus on economy during visit to Michigan. That's what he's going to do. He's going to focus on the economy during a visit to Michigan today. This picture is his ass sitting in Harrisburg, Pennsylvania. Okay? He's going to focus on the economy in a state that is closed. Is closed. What if the economy will open November 4th? Now, that being said, while these people are ignoring what's happening, look what's happening at this McDonald's. So it's about 2 minutes long. Warning on the language. Okay, this is a private business. People are in there trying to eat, trying to order food. Okay, majority of the staff is black. Why attack this place? But no, nothing's off limits for these Marxist, domestic terrorists, Black Lives Matter. Play that video.
That you need to let out. No, you need to let somebody out with a wheelchair, Ed. That's when you open that door, it's like open up people. Open the door, Ed. The people that are out this door for me. Can I get some allies to hold this door for me when you open this door? Can you let this person out? Can you let this person? I didn't touch you yet. Are you trying to touch me? Put your hands up. Put your hands on me. Put your hands on me. Put your hands on me. Go ahead. Put your hands on me. Go ahead. Get down there. I'm okay. Put your hands on me. I'm trying to walk. You ain't walking in right here. You ain't walking through right here. You're not walking through. Go the other way. As if you touch me. No, it's not stupid. I'm not moving. I'm not moving. I swear to God, you ever touch me. I'm not touching you. Touch me. I say that. Please touch me, because I'm not moving. Don't be sick. Yeah, they coming, but I'm not moving. But I'm not moving. I'm not moving. Bang your body. No, we got you. We got you. Put your hands on me. Excuse me.
Whoa, hey.
Excuse me.
Get smacked.
Excuse me. Hey, go ahead and smack me. Go ahead and do it.
Put your body on
do
mine
it.
again. Put your body on mine again.
Put your hands on me.
Put
go
your
ahead.
body on mine
How
again.
you do that, my president?
Put your body on mine again. Put your body on one of us again. Put your body. You think you ain't sweet? You think that's gonna touch? You think you ain't?
Now, that McDonald's manager in Pittsburgh is only guilty of one thing, living in a white man's system, as they accuse him of. Yes. Yes, exactly. This man is the manager of a McDonald's. He happens to be black. The majority of his staff there is black. His customer base is black. But McDonald's is in a white man's system, and he's working in the white man's world. What the hell's wrong with these animals? They're a total anarchist animals. They are animals. Now, thugs, how am I going to get in trouble for calling these thugs? This guy's saying, touch me. Don't you dare. Animals. You think the black community in the inner cities is going to continue to put up with this? Let me just say to you, I don't know if my message would ever get out to the black community in the inner cities. But let me tell you something. We're not the ones against you. There are white people against you. Oh, I will admit that. You do have a problem with white people. I'll admit that. Those white people happen to be Democrat elites that feel you need to just walk the line. If you are upset because of the system and what it put you in your communities and what you feel is systemic racism, you're going after the wrong guy. You need to be yelling in that bullhorn, Joe Biden must go. You need to be, but that's not the case. That is what you will see, and that's who will run the White House if Joe. I know what you're saying. You're ridiculous. Now, somebody like that's not going to actually be the one that runs the White House. The left, they will tear down every monument. I'm just saying. All right, look, let me, on air here. How rude. Trying to eat my bagel. Have my breakfast while that's running. Let's go over some polling data. And don't get worked up, and we'll go over some pictures because at 9:30, you know what we're going to do? At 9:30, we're going to do a special thank you to Georgia Governor Brian Kemp for splitting the Republican Party in Georgia. Yes, we're going to do a segment on that. Hell, I've got messages saying my career is over, so why not go for it? Now, let's do our pictures, and we'll tie them all together here really quick this morning. Number 49, Morning Consult poll. Biden leads in 8 battleground states. Michigan, Wisconsin, Colorado, Florida, Pennsylvania, is that Minnesota or New Mexico? I don't know which one it is. Arizona and North Carolina. Here's one, number 48. They got to sell this every day. Biden is up 9 points in Pennsylvania. I would expect, with the way things are portrayed in the media, Biden would be up 14, 15 points in Pennsylvania. I wouldn't think just 53-44. I wouldn't think that. Who is taking these polls? Here's another one, 47, the Morning Consult. Now, a national poll has Biden up 6. Let me just say this, okay? Biden up 6 in a national poll. Ask Hillary what national polls are worth. Just say it. I always like to bring you the group that they assemble in the morning to take down the President of the United States, number 46. Biden holds a 6-point lead over President Trump nationally, 50-44. Here you go. Here's the battleground states by the Morning Consult. We'll look at those quickly that they're calling 45. Arizona 49, 46 Trump. Well, we know that's going to go Trump. North Carolina 48, 47. Now, I'm going to tell you something. If these polls are this close, 54, 53 days out, if they're this close, and they say the margin of error is 2.4, but we know what we feel the margin of error could be in this polling data, because there's nowhere near accuracy anymore in polling. I will tell you this. I talked to a guy in a very reputable polling firm not long ago that said we are only one election cycle from polling being irrelevant, ineffective. And basically, the pollsters take your money. They need this. This is propaganda. These are not polls. Okay. Now, if you have a polling company and you're data mining people's data, there's the next level of polling technology-wise that they possibly can get some kind of feel of how the American people are going to vote, but not the old-fashioned we called up this many voters. That's the thing of the past. Texas, Georgia, look at that. Ohio, Trump's up 5. These are actually good numbers for Trump all the way around. Now, they want you to believe the blue wall. Remember the blue wall, number 44, Michigan. They want you to believe that Trump is down a solid 10 in Michigan. Wisconsin, as you can see there, what is that, 8, right? Colorado is at 6. Florida, he's down 5. Pennsylvania, he's down 5. Minnesota, he's down 5. Something about that 5. Okay, this is what they want you to believe this morning. Morning Joe's screaming it from the rooftops, number 43. Biden is up by 9 points in Pennsylvania. All right. Oh, here's number 40. Let me show you this. They're making, I don't know what time, I won't be watching it. Morning Joe, Peter Strzok. They're making a national hero out of this guy. Number 38, Trump tells North Carolina supporters to be poll watchers for voter fraud. Folks, if you don't, the president's asking you, if you do not figure out, if you are out there this morning and you're listening and you're not putting up Trump signs, you're not making phone calls for President Trump, okay? You're not out there campaigning. You haven't volunteered to be a poll watcher, a poll worker. The Democrats are. Don't sit around. Don't be the one sitting around with your head in your hands crying like the tears in Brooklyn when this is over and say, I wish I would have. Number 37, Trump. This is not going to be, did you just vote for Trump? Did you work too? Trump, North Carolina supporters gather with no mask, number 37. Number 34, new cases decline in U.S. despite a surge on campuses, college campuses. Big deal. Big deal. Big deal. There's one I like, number 32. Mayor Bill de Blasio, new cases decline in U.S. despite surge on campuses. He's going to stop buses. He's going to stop the buses. We're going to find out what's coming in here. We're going to stop the buses. We're going to find out. Number 31, new cases decline in U.S. despite surges on campuses. Oh, yeah. Oh, those campuses. Let's see. What are they? Left-leaning professors, Marxist, socialist schools, indoctrination centers. Okay. Number 29, millions of students head back to school online. Sad, 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 sad. Number 26, Biden's economic pitch. He's going to Michigan to make that economic pitch today. Now, here's some more polling in Pennsylvania, number 24. Okay. General election matchup, Pennsylvania. White evangelicals, Trump 79-20. Whites without a college degree, 60-38. Rural, 60-38. Men, 51-46. Will there be enough? Listen to me close because this will come back. Will there be enough rural votes to overcome Biden's lead in the cities and suburbs? Will there? They're banking there's not enough rural vote this time. They're banking that they're going to countermatch the rural vote enough to where the city and the suburbs will be the winners this time. You took it away from them. I'll never forget calling Wisconsin. I called a election office way out in Dairyland, Wisconsin. And I said, do you think there's enough rural vote to win? And this individual, I could tell they knew what they were doing. They were not. They're not new to the old political campaign there in their county. This person says, I don't know. It takes a lot of votes to override Madison. I'll never forget that. It takes a lot of votes to override Madison. When Wisconsin came in, you know what happened? Rural votes overrode Madison. Overriding factor in this election. Now, your suburbs and your suburbs and your inner city, they're not happy that you had the power to override them. So what did they do? They're in your neighborhoods, they're in your districts, and they're peeling off voters so this doesn't happen again. It's going to be, I'm telling you, rural vote has to be the one. Okay, come in, number 23. This is Pennsylvania. Look at the matchup they're saying there is in the suburbs. With college degree. You know, every time I see with college degree, 63-34, I think you're that damn dumb. With college degree, if you're with college degree at 63%, you're the ones that I say are so educated you lost room in your brain for any common sense. I'm just telling you. Have you ever met people so damn smart they're that damn dumb? I know several. Women, independence. Joe is running away. Yes, white people, 49-49. All right. So let's look at Florida quickly. Florida, the Marist poll, men 58 in Florida, white 56. Without college degree, Trump's up there. Latino 50 in Florida. Okay. This is where they're hoping, they're saying their prayers at night, the Democrats. Number 20, the black vote, 83% for Biden. Women 57, independents 51, seniors 49-48. That's where they're saying their prayers. I'm going to take a break. When we come back, we are going to do a Georgia segment that no matter where you're at in the United States of America, you should listen to. Take a break.
Circuit World has complete queen bedroom packages at amazing prices. Get this queen bed, dresser and mirror, one nightstand, bedding set, and free 32-inch TV, all for only $1799.99 or $129.99 a month. Or get this complete queen bedroom set and sleep in style, also for only $1799.99 or $129.99 a month. What an incredible deal! Stop in today at one of our 5 locations and get the furniture you've always wanted at Circuit World.
North Georgia Diamond is your source for diamonds in North Georgia.
In 1981, Reed Nicholson began selling tires out of an old barn in Mineral Bluff. Little did he know that he had just laid the groundwork for the most trusted names in automotive services in the Blue Ridge area. In 1997, Nicholson Tire Center became what it is today, holding the same values of faith, family, and great customer service. 2 locations to serve you, and the Blue Ridge location is currently expanding to offer fast service and the largest U-Haul provider in Georgia. Nicholson Tire Center, Blue Ridge, and Mineral Bluff.
If you want big Chevy discounts, Days Chevrolet in Jasper gets it done with savings of $8,000 on new Chevy Equinox or up to $10,000 savings off new Silverado crew cabs. We're big on discounts and even bigger on customer service. See Days Chevrolet in Jasper, where new Chevys always cost less. Days Chevrolet, Days gets it done. Find new roads.
Sometimes it's the little victories that mean the most. Those everyday celebrations that bring a smile to our faces and joy to our hearts. At Ingalls, we know there's no one you'd rather share those miniature, memorable moments with than family. Ingalls, all the ingredients for family.
Okay, folks, we're back. I'm your host, BKP. Good morning from the office, North Georgia's only live online morning show. Now, if you're watching nationally, we have one Senate race. Now, we have one Senate race that's very close. It is close, what we're being told. Maybe about 3%, maybe 4%, but that's Senator David Perdue from Georgia and his opponent, the Democrat Jon Ossoff. Rich, spoiled brat, Jon Ossoff. Okay. Now, that race is close. Now, the last thing that Georgia needed in this election cycle with the president and Senator Perdue was another Senate race that was going to fracture a party tear a party down, okay, to the point a Democrat could get in. It wasn't necessary. We didn't need that. All right. Now, this is my belief, is that Brian Kemp, the governor of Georgia, put his personal political interest and fortunes, just my belief, ahead of everything else in Georgia when it comes to this election cycle. That's my belief. And actions speak louder than words. Now, the second Senate race we have is a jungle primary. If you're watching nationally, listen, it's a jungle primary. What is that? Well, Johnny Isakson, which get into it at a later time, he did not fill his term. He only filled 2 years of the term because of illness. So he retired and gave the open seat to Governor Kemp in the state of Georgia. Okay, in the state of Georgia, the governor appoints the senator if there's a vacancy until the next election can be held. So Governor Brian Kemp, and we'll get into this in a minute, took that vacancy. I say this all the time. I feel like I'm a broken record, but I do not endorse Congressman Doug Collins. I endorse no candidates. There's only one candidate I endorse, and that's the President of the United States. But we all know, and the facts are out there, we all know that the President of the United States asked Brian Kemp, and let's go ahead and put him and his prize that he has up, okay, number 50. And this is Kelly Loeffler. And this is the day he's announcing her, Governor Brian Kemp. So this is the prize, okay? He puts everything about this election, everything about the Georgia GOP, everything at risk for his own personal agenda. My opinion, God knows I'm in trouble today. Today is a career ender for me, probably. To appoint this globalist. Now, I know Johnny Isakson, the nicest thing I could say on his legislative record is a moderate at best. Moderate at best, okay? So why would he retire knowing, okay, Supreme Court justices, it happens all the time. You retire when you know you have a governor that will appoint the person that you want to follow in your footsteps. Johnny, likability through the roof, legislatively moderate at best. Why would he leave and give this to Governor Brian Kemp to appoint what she is going around the state and campaigning to be the 100% Trump supporter? Why would they do that? Why would, and I forget her first name, and my apologies to you, no disrespect, but why would the Attorney General of the state of Georgia's wife, Chris Carr, who was chief of staff for Kelly for Johnny Isakson, move right into chief of staff for Kelly Loeffler? If she worked for a moderate at best senator, why would she go to be chief of staff for a senator that is now going to be 100% Donald Trump? Because there's no accuracy whatsoever. Kelly is a created candidate, only following what she's told, when she's told, and how she's told to say it. Only releases what they tell her to release, speaks to the media that's already set up in front of her. Right? Now, Governor Kemp, this is an old story, but we got to throw it in there. Governor Kemp, when Isakson retired, opened a portal on state's website and said, if you would like to be, the video's all out there and all the articles, if you would like to be the next senator of Georgia, send your resume and tell us why. And we got 500 resumes, and this is the one we like the most, Kelly Loeffler, a globalist, cryptocurrency, has no interest in the dollar, okay? Husband owns what, 7 exchanges, New York Stock Exchange around the world. Just purchased a nice little place out in California. No interest whatsoever in being your Republican, Donald Trump supporting conservative senator. So she's just following everything she's told to do to get her across the finish line. Now, here's the point. On the screen there is Brian Kemp. Brian Kemp won by what, 53,000 votes. 53,000 votes he won, beat Stacey Abrams. Barely, skin of his teeth kind of election. And then multiple lawsuits to follow before they could certify the election. So he didn't just become governor overnight, and it wasn't an easy slide in. What Kemp really needs is he needs Republicans. Needs all Republicans. So why, when he decided to go against the president's wishes and not pick Congressman Collins, okay, but he goes with Loeffler, was that a direct stick in the eye, like a finger right in the eye of the 9th District? Why would this governor go after, single out, and make it clear that he's not going to pick Doug Collins? Now, if I've said this several times, I want to get past this. If this governor right here, Brian Kemp, would have picked anybody else, not just anybody, but somebody else out of the 500, and then got out of the way, and this person went to Washington, and then this person had to raise money like everybody else, right, and run an election, and he just got out of the way, it said, let Republicans and let the people of Georgia pick their next senator. I tell you, and then Congressman Collins runs. This guy becomes a hero. This governor becomes a hero. He is going to get double the support in the 9th District. People are going to work for him. But instead, he sticks it in Collins' eye, which is the 9th District. Now, just take it at that, okay? A finger. That he has to come back for votes. So this is not just the 9th District. And he picks this globalist. And he totally, if a Democrat or two are elected to the Senate, I want to tell you, anywhere in the United States, my opinion, it sits squarely on this governor's shoulders because he knew what would happen the day he appointed this lady that has no business being a senator. She can run for it. She is buying her Senate seat. Buying it. We can do a segment on that all day long. She immediately threw $20 million into her campaign, buying a Senate seat. So he comes out, the 9th District, most Republican district in the state of Georgia, so he goes against his own party's wishes, in the strongest district in the state, and then the 9th District, third most Republican in the United States. And he just says, you'll be there. This is my opinion. You'll be there in 2022. All right. So let's look at something yesterday. Number one, Doug Collins announces endorsements from 45 members of the Georgia legislature. That's right. State senators and representatives reach across the Capitol to unite behind true conservative. 45. Count them. Now, I think there's only like 5 senators. All right. And here's the problem, okay? Number 51, let's look this over for a minute. Now, here is Kelly Girl, 51, please. All right. Here is Kelly Girl. Over her shoulder with the orange, looks to be an orange tie with a scowl on his face. That's Georgia House Speaker David Ralston. And he's already on that day in that picture to me, figuring out, saying, should never done this, Governor, should never done this. Okay. Now you have over the other shoulder, the far back corner, Lieutenant Governor Jeff Duncan. And Duncan's just happy to be there. I will be here. I will campaign with you. He's just happy to be there. Lieutenant Governor. So, the governor of Georgia knows what's going to happen when he does this. Number 2, here is the list. Okay. Starting with House Speaker David Ralston. Look at that. Now, this is Republicans, all the way down through there, Republicans. This is House members and Senate members, state. Give me number 3. Number 3 there, House members. Go back to 1 for a minute. There is a clear ripping apart of the Georgia Republican Party. There's a clear divide in the state. Now, was there a divide in the Republican Party when it came to the governor's primary last time? Yes, but remember this. When Kemp won the primary, there was a unifying moment for the Republicans, okay? And generally, after the primaries are over, it's a unifying moment for a candidate that's running, okay? This has totally ripped the Georgia Republican Party down the middle, okay? And for what will be the cost? Now, Brian Kemp, he did, as the governor, he did by the Georgia Constitution carry out his constitutional duty to appoint a senator. But you remember I said earlier, if he'd appointed somebody and got out of the race, but he didn't do that. He appointed her and immediately backed her and immediately endorsed her for election and has immediately done everything he can to campaign for her. So you have to understand, the governor is campaigning against all of these people. The governor is campaigning against Republicans in the 9th district, the 14th district, the 2 most conservative districts in the state of Georgia. Okay? Now, I don't know that Marjorie Greene, which will be the next congresswoman from the 14th district, I don't know that she's endorsed Doug Collins, but, and I do know Andrew Clyde, who will be the new congressman taking Doug Collins' place in the 9th district. Andrew Clyde our new congressman, has endorsed Doug Collins. But see, Kemp didn't get out of the way. Kemp kept pushing it and campaigning with her, knowing this is all a phony setup, a stunt. So what is Kemp doing? Is he, now look one more time. Number 2, give me 2. And then go to 3. Okay. And then let's go to number 57 and see 2 and 3 there. Let's go to 57. Those are all Republicans that Kemp is running against now with Kelly Loeffler 45 state between House and Senate members. Yes. Brian Kemp will hold the responsibility for any losses with his pick of Kelly Loeffler, any losses that the state incurs that has national implications. Yes. So who is this? This is the Democrat, Reverend Warnock. Yes, Reverend Warnock. And why is he smiling? Okay. Why is he smiling? I don't know. He was number 58. Democrat Lieberman, number 58. That's Lieberman. So you have Collins, Loeffler, and you got Warnock, Lieberman. Now, Warnock is the front runner on the Democrat side of this election. There's 21 candidates in this election. But Democrat Warnock there, number 57, go back to him as the front runner. Now, I know the Democrats have been working on coalescing, whatever it is, behind him, coming together behind Reverend Warnock. Behind him. If they do strong enough, there's a possibility that they push both Loeffler and it's so split between Collins and Loeffler, because there's some Republican spoilers in there, okay? Let's not take away Derek Grayson. Well, he's good for some votes now. And let's not take away from the young lady in South Georgia, Candace, what's her name? Candace Taylor, just a couple, okay? So let me just say to you, you have some real, Republican spoilers in there. And let's just say this gets so nasty, because it is, between the Republican Party, that the Kelly-Doug vote is so low, split between them, that Warnock and Lieberman are in the runoff. What if? When is the runoff? First week of January. There will be a runoff. What if Doug comes out? Okay. What if Doug comes out on top? Will Republicans get behind him and get together and come out for Doug? Or will the scorched earth Brian Kemp, Kelly Loeffler supporters that are over here because they're mad, they're angry, okay? It should just belong to her, and we should just do what the governor tells us to do. Will they come out and vote for Doug? Or will just Doug supporters come out and vote for him in a runoff? Because I'll tell you what, Democrats are going to come out for Warnock there. So what if this ugly little race comes down to Jon Ossoff beating David Perdue and Warnock winning against Collins or Loeffler, and Georgia sends 2 Democrats to the Senate to make 50 and 51? Huh? What if? What will Brian Kemp think then about his appointment of Kelly Loeffler? If you don't think it has split the Republican Party down the middle, and it is a stick in the eye of the Republicans in the 9th district, I can't remember the last time Kemp came into the 9th district. Let me tell you something. Generally, when the 9th district has a campaign kickoff in the state of Georgia, you don't have a Republican that misses that. Strongest Republican vote in the state with the money to support candidates. Oh, on a normal basis, the governor would be there. He was not. On a normal basis, Senator Loeffler, where were you? How come you didn't show up? Because it's in the 9th? No senator. Senator David Perdue, we understand his sister was there Saturday, but we understand he had knee replacement surgery. So we're going to go with that. No senator, no GOP chair. Okay. No, David Schaefer didn't come, GOP chair. Why wasn't he there? Huh? Because I'm telling you now, they are in a mess in the Republican Party in Georgia. And I believe it all boils down to this guy right here, number 56, right there. Okay. Number 56, the governor of Georgia, Brian Kemp. Now, will he have a primary challenger in 2022? If we have Vegas odds, I'm going to say 60-40 yes right now. Yeah, I'm going to say 60-40 yes, he'll have a primary challenger. Okay? Let me show you this, okay? This is Brian Kemp, number 55. This is my impression of his salute to the people of the 9th District of Georgia. Here's what I think about you. Okay. I love Ralston expressions. This is my Ralston expressions, number 54. Here's Kelly and her husband on that great day. And there's Ralston. Look at that. It's just a matter of time there, sweetheart. Okay. Here's another Ralston expression, number 53. Look at David Ralston over there. Uh-huh. Yeah. Uh-huh. Wait till I set up 45 state representatives to endorse your opponent. There's another one, 52. Look at Kemp there. This is the greatest thing in the world. She's not a conservative. Not a conservative, okay? Number 50. There's the governor. I think we're in a real rough ride in the Republican Party in Georgia. I don't think Governor Brian Kemp thought this out and went as far as the 2020 election that has our president under the gun, literally, or under attack, literally, 7 days a week. Now our Senator David Perdue at risk, and now risking losing the other Senate seat. For what reason, Governor Kemp? For Kelly Loeffler? Okay. If and when she's reelected, she will be a moderate at best. Let me share something with you. The anger of people out there. Anger. Okay. Now, if you're new to the show, I will tell you about it one day, but my best friend committed suicide 7 years ago. My best friend, he, long story, don't want to get into it. It's too emotional for me, but he committed suicide 7 years ago. And the people that know me the best know it bothers me on a daily basis. All right. And so last night I was coming home from a meeting and I got this message, this nasty, evil, hate-filled message from a Loeffler supporter, a Loeffler event organizer, a Loeffler donor. This person has got Kelly's cell phone number, okay? Hate, absolute hate, okay? This is what with my friend that committed suicide, this is what this person wrote to me last night. September 4th was the 7th year anniversary of the tragic friend of a great guy you called a friend. September 4th was the 7-year anniversary of a tragic death of a great guy you called a friend. If blank was alive today, I would bet $1 million he would have nothing to do with the person you have become. This really is a shame, Brian. It will ultimately be your downfall. Loeffler supporter, donor, organizer, their hate and evil, their evil hatred it's just disgusting on all sides why we can't get along and talk to each other and just say what we want to say. I guess they did, right? Anyhow, I'm your host, BKP. Tomorrow morning is Thursday. We'll be right back here in the office. I know governors. I don't hate the governor. I don't. I just it's black and white. No pun intended with a black candidate and a white candidate. I'm sorry there, but it's just it's clear. It's very clear. The Republican Party is split over this, and it's going to get ugly between Collins and Loeffler, and it's going to get ugly. You think if January is the runoff, the first week of January, when these 40 House members, if reelected, go back to the chamber, what's it going to be like? What is next session going to be like with the Loeffler supporters, the governor, and the Collins supporters? Interesting. I'm your host, BKP. We'll be back tomorrow morning, 8 a.m. Take us out of here.